Hello everybody, my name is Taylor. I thought I would bring back all of the old YouTube videos. Well, actually my friend suggested something like this to me and I said, you know what, that's a great idea because that's kind of like the direction that I've been trying to make my channel go, is doing things that I like but also bringing back like all of those OG YouTube videos that really like made me fall in love with YouTube. So I thought that I would show you what is in my 9-to-5 work bag. This is what I take every single day with me to work. It is like kind of like a wetsuit material. I honestly love it so much and it fits so much in here. So I'm gonna show you what's in here. We're gonna start off inside in this like little pocket here that I keep like not really much, but one thing that I do keep in here, I probably shouldn't. And it is my Myki card. If you're not familiar with Melbourne, this is the public transport card that we use. I probably shouldn't keep it in the front pocket because sometimes I am worried that someone is going to pickpocket it, even though that doesn't really happen in Melbourne. Not like it does in Europe. But I don't know, sometimes I feel like this is probably like, if I'm like carrying the bag on my shoulders, and although my hand is there, so I don't know why I expect people to steal it. Anyway, I keep that in there. What else do I keep in there? Hay fever tablets, because I've been getting really bad hay fever and just eczema being in the winter, the Melbourne winter. So that's really annoying. This is also disgusting, but I have two. I think this is used, so I'm not going to show you. Actually, I think this is used as well. No, it kind of looks brand new. I have one of these toothpick things because you wouldn't know how useful this thing comes in. I never honestly used to use these, and then when I started using them, you really can't go back. And I used to see these little toothpicks everywhere, like on the ground everywhere, just like random spots. And I'm like, who's walking around with toothpicks? But now I am that person that walks around with a toothpick. Granted, I don't use it and drop it on the ground. I use it and put it back in my bag, which arguably might be worse. But I'm not littering. So yeah, I am now one of those people that walks around with these little toothpicks in my bag. But you honestly, once you do it, you can't go back. And I need these like in arm's reach wherever I am. Just ask my housemate. That's all that's in there. I really don't keep much in there. And honestly, if someone's trying to steal my Myki card, they're gonna get hit with this spiky end. And it actually hurts. So it's kind of like a safety guard. So people don't steal my Myki card, even though I only really put $5 on it at a time. Anyway, let's actually get inside my bag. Now, this is kind of like when I've come home from work, you know what? I'm not even gonna try to explain it. This is the inside of the bag. It has, I don't even know if this is gonna be easy to show you. It has a little compartment on each side to hold like a water bottle. And then it has little compartments on both sides, and two of them. It's got like a compartment in there and then a little like mesh compartment as well. I don't even know if you can see it, but you can honestly hold so much stuff in here, and I make use of all of the room. So I guess we can start off with the drinks. I have a Frank cream bottle. Honestly, they're actually, oh no, I don't like this color, but I do like the bottle itself. It is cute. I wish I had, I don't know why I keep saying things when I actually don't think it, but I was gonna say I wish I had the bigger one. But every time I see people walking around with the big one, I'm like, thank God I only have to carry around this tiny little thing. This thing fits everywhere. It fits in all the cup holders, fits in my bag. So I just have that, and we have a water fountain at work, so that provides cold, purified water. So we fill this bad boy up with that, and I stay hydrated. Do I actually? No, but I try to. Anyway, moving on. Today I have this egg fried rice packet. I was planning to buy tuna with it, but I didn't. So it's just in there. But that was gonna be my lunch, is the tuna and the rice. But that didn't end up happening. So usually I have my lunch in here, that this was gonna be my lunch, but it's only like half empty. Anyway, next up I have, and honestly it fits in this little compartment so perfectly. Look at that. It's the book that I'm reading. Honestly, I like reading, but I never really want to sit down and read. But since I've had to be I was gonna say corporate girly, not really corporate, but a 9-to-5 girly who has to catch the train to get to work because it's in the city, I've started reading. So I've honestly read so many books since I started this job. I'm honestly like shocked. I don't think I'm a fast reader. I think the books that I read just have big fonts. So this is the book I'm currently reading. It's written by a psychologist, I think. and they just kind of go through all of like the skills and stuff you need. I don't know, I'm only like halfway through, so. But I'm really enjoying it. I usually only read self-help books because I don't really care for like fantasy non-fiction books. So I only really read self-help / fiction, non-fiction books. Did I say fiction? I don't like reading fiction books. I read non-fiction. So this is my book of the week. Honestly, I actually go through books pretty quick. I'm already halfway through this and I started maybe a week ago. Actually, probably, anyway, that doesn't matter. This is the book that I'm reading and I keep switching out the books. They all fit like in that little pocket pretty nicely. So would recommend, love the bag, love this book. Next, I don't really keep anything in the mesh parts because I don't know, they're just annoying to me. Anyway, I have in one pocket, I got a lot of things. What have we got? Okay, these will all make sense. So I do my own eyelashes. So what I use is something like this. It's like a Bond and Seal, and this is the little tweezers that I use, little kiss ones. And I put this in my bag when I'm scared that the eyelashes are gonna fall off, because sometimes they just hang on and they don't hang on very well. And I'm really scared that if I'm like lose half the eyelash, I'm gonna look insane. So I have that. And then on days that I don't feel like actually doing this whole process of like the Bond and the Seal and using the tweezers, it's honestly kind of a pain. I just have like strip lash glue. This is more a temporary thing because they'll just fall out if I wash my face, whereas they don't fall out when I use this. So this is literally just in case it falls off and I can't be bothered like doing all this jazz. So I have this. They kind of do the same thing. This is, anyway, I keep saying anyway. I keep ranting on about things you probably don't care about. Okay. And then I have a scrunchie because you always need something to put your hair up in. And then I have, I'm trying to cover all my details, but I have steroid cream for eczema. Now I tried to stop using steroid cream because I have seen those TikToks of those people that get all red and flaky skin and it like flares up and it's insane and they're like literally like crusty from like every inch of their skin, and it does scare me. But I tried not using the eczema cream and nothing gets rid of it. Nothing gets rid of it properly. It can help. I have something that helps soothe it, but it just doesn't get rid of it. So I use this in case of emergencies because my eczema has been really bad the closer we get to winter. So I have that. I have a few of them around the house because I need it. Now, speaking of temporary relief and soothing my eczema, I bought this cream. It says you can use it on your face and body. It's the La Roche-Posay, I don't know, I don't even know what language half of this is in. Triple action balm, anti-scratching, anti-skin flare-ups, immediate soothing. And I will say it does help soothe it, and it does help the like needing to scratch. And I feel like it does like make it a bit hydrated, but it definitely doesn't make the eczema go away. So I use this to kind of like settle down eczema, but if it's not going away, I have to use this. So yeah, I use this on like my whole body, whereas I use this little eczema cream on just exactly where like the eczema is really red and crazy and flared up. What else have we got in here? Oh yes, I have my glasses. I was gonna put them on, but now that I don't have them on, I don't really care. These are my glasses. You've probably seen me wear them. I'm long-sighted, but I feel like my sight is just terrible all around. So this is my reading and writing glasses, but I wear it most of the time. Love these glasses because I can see with them. Oh yes, I have the Touchland, what do you call this? It's the hand sanitizer, and it smells really good. Like really good. What flavor is this one? I think this is the watermelon. No, Berry Bliss. I got this when I went to America. I also got another flavor. I can't remember what that is, but I honestly got this just for the hype. And honestly, it is pretty fun, but do I ever actually sanitize my hands? No, not when I don't need to, you know? Like I should sanitize when I get on and off the train, but I don't. So this is just in there more for show, more for when I have a crowd around. I want, you know, them to be like, oh my God, what is that? But anyway, I do love this, but I just don't use it really for the purpose that it's for. But anyway, I really love that. What else we got? I like to bring snacks in my bag. So this is an LCM, which if you're an American, what are those bars? that are similar to the LCMs. Crispy. Hold on, I have to Google it. Crispy? What is the American LCM? Hold on, let me ask chat. Chat will know what I mean. Crispy, it has to be crispy. It starts with a K, I swear. Crispy, Rice Krispies treat. There we go, I love chat. Yeah, this is the Australian version of a Rice Krispie. So yummy, and they come in like different flavors. So that's a little snack. I have another hair tie, and I have some lip balm, SPF 50, because I'm white as heck and anything will burn my skin and even my lips. So, and also this is, normally the SPFs taste like chemicals, but this tastes the least like chemicals that I've tried. So I really like this one. This is what the dermal therapy one. It's really good. Okay, we're actually like getting down to having really nothing in here. Okay, I don't know if you can, this next pocket, and I think the last pocket, is all of my hygiene stuff. So we've got mints. These are like the chewy mints that like chew, but they don't become gum. They just like, they're like chewy, like candy, and then you swallow it and then your breath smells nice. And then I have the Model Co spray, I don't know, body spray. It smells honestly delightful. Oh, it smells so good, and every time I spray it, people are like, oh my God, what are you wearing? And it's this. So, also if you think it looks familiar, it does. You probably have seen what it's duping. And then, what else? Oh yes, I'm slightly ashamed to admit this, but sometimes I get dressed in clean clothes, okay? In clean clothes, and then I'm on the train, and then I realize I forgot to put deodorant on. So I bought a spare deodorant that goes in my bag. So for the times that I forget to put deodorant on, I have some to put on, because I brush my teeth, I wear clean clothes, but then I just forget this step, and I also always forget spraying myself, so that's why they're in here. Because it's just like that step that I don't know, forget about. And then I also have this YSL little, you know those little travel spray things? What is it, YSL? I can't read this. I can't read it. Libre? I don't know. I looked it up, this is very expensive. I got it for free, but I know how expensive it is, so I actually don't think I've sprayed this once, but it's in here just in case. I want to smell expensive, but right now I don't need to be smelling expensive. And then the last thing is a brush. A brush that's kind of like, you know, mangled up, but I also am, well, I don't really forget to brush my hair, but my hair gets so knotty throughout the day. This is like my ADHD, like coming in, having to use the thing that I'm holding. Anyway, I have this brush in my bag for the days that it's really, really windy and I need to brush my hair because my hair gets so knotty because it's so fine. But look, I think that's it. That's literally it. That's what was in my work 9-to-5 bag. Honestly, I feel like I have everything you could really ever need in here. All you really need is probably more food. Now I'm refilling this bag because I do need it. Put everything back in. Yeah, the only thing I'm really missing is my food, my lunch that I take to work each day. It honestly varies of what it's gonna be, but usually I'll make lunch or I'll just bring something to make there. So yeah, that's what's in my bag. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I will see you in my next one. Bye. Okay, let's get rock and rollin'. I don't know what I look like. I hope I look good. Is this a boring background? Probably. Hello everybody. Hello everyone, my name is Taylor, and why am I like this? Cancel. Oh my f***ing god. Stop. Why does that look backwards? Why does that look backwards? What the f? Oh, my bad. I'm really stupid. Anyway.